that was driving me crazy. Like, that was driving me crazy. Like, I just had like thoughts of like stabbing repeatedly.
Yeah, man.
Fans are buzzing with speculation that Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B might have fallen out again. This time, it all started after Cardi was accused of throwing some not-so-subtle shade at Megan, allegedly hinting that her career is on the decline. Now, fans are convinced that these two have been putting on a show, faking their friendship for the cameras, while behind the scenes, things were far from friendly. And to make matters even messier, rumors are swirling that Megan might have betrayed Cardi in some way. And if there's one thing everybody knows, it's that Cardi does not take disrespect lightly. But what exactly is going on between these two powerhouse rappers? Was their whole friendship just a calculated move to spite Nicki Minaj? That's what a lot of people are starting to believe. When Cardi and Megan first linked up, it seemed like a match made in rap heaven. Two dominant forces in the female rap game coming together to shake things up. Their friendship had all the makings of an iconic duo, but now it's looking like it might have all been smoke and mirrors. These two have worked together multiple times, first teaming up for their record-breaking hit WAP, which took over the charts and became an instant cultural moment. They later joined forces again for Bongos, another high-energy collab that had fans hyped. Not to mention, they were also featured on Wanna Be with Glorilla, further fueling the idea that they were a solid unit. For a while, it really seemed like Cardi and Megan had each other's backs, at least in public. Cardi even stepped in to defend Megan when Eminem decided to take a low blow at her in his song Houdini. In the track, Eminem made a disrespectful reference to Megan's past, rapping, "If I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet?" A clear jab at Megan, and one that didn't sit right with a lot of people. Cardi was one of the first to call it out, standing up for Megan and making it clear that she wasn't here for the disrespect. So if Cardi was willing to ride for Megan like that, what changed? Why does it seem like their friendship is now in shambles? And did they ever really trust each other? Or was it all just business? Fans are putting the pieces together, and the story that's unfolding is wild. However, Cardi didn't waste any time checking Eminem after his diss. She made it crystal clear where she stood, saying, "Now, MI love that guy, but it was not cool to bring Meg into this. She's a sweet girl." It was a bold move, standing up for Megan like that. But despite Cardi having her back in that moment, fans are now starting to notice some serious cracks in their friendship. And it all comes down to some shady lyrics in Megan's new song Boa from her self-titled album. In the track, Megan dropped some lines that had everyone raising their eyebrows, rapping, "Bees is bitter. They thought it was sweet. All of a sudden they vegan. They don't want beef. Talking out of veneers, I'm knocking out teeth. I pop-ish. They went pop. They bought Birkins. I bought stock." Now, if that's not a direct shot at Cardi, then what is? Fans immediately started connecting the dots, and the receipts are looking way too suspicious to ignore. First of all, everyone knows that Cardi is obsessed with Birkins. Her handbag collection is legendary, and she's flexed it multiple times. But Megan made it a point to say she's out here investing in stocks instead, making it seem like she's shading people who spend big money on designer bags instead of wealth-building moves. And then there's the veneer line. That's what really had fans convinced this was about Cardi. Just weeks before Megan dropped Boa, Cardi went viral after revealing that one of her veneers popped out when she bit into a rock-hard bagel. The timing? Way too perfect. The lyrics? Way too specific. Fans couldn't help but believe that Megan was throwing some not-so-slick shots at Cardi, and suddenly, their whole friendship started looking faker than ever. So, what really went down between these two? Did Megan turn on Cardi after using their collabs to boost her career? Or is Cardi the one acting funny? Fans are divided, but one thing's for sure. Something shady is going on. The lyric about going pop also had fans convinced Megan was aiming straight at Cardi, and they had receipts to back it up. People believe it was a direct reference to Cardi's pop collab with Shakira, Punteria. Unfortunately for Cardi, the song didn't perform the way everyone expected. It peaked at number 72 on the Billboard Hot 100 and quickly faded from the charts. For someone as big as Cardi, those numbers weren't exactly a win, and fans couldn't help but think Megan was throwing shade at her for it. But it looks like Cardi isn't the type to take shots without firing back, because now fans believe she's throwing some major shade at Megan over her latest album's numbers. For those who don't know, Megan's new album sold 64,000 copies in its first week and debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200. Now, let's be real, those numbers aren't bad, but for someone of Megan's level, people were expecting way more. Some fans thought she'd at least clear 100,000 in her first week, so when the numbers came in lower than expected, the internet started talking. And that's when Cardi's alleged shade came in. A few days ago, Cardi made a comment that had everyone raising their eyebrows. While talking about her own album plans, she casually dropped a line saying that every album released this summer flopped. And of course, fans immediately assumed she was talking about Megan. The drama started when Cardi confirmed that she wouldn't be dropping her second album this summer, which had fans speculating about the reason. One fan tweeted, "The album is definitely not coming in summer. An album in autumn or winter will have much less chance of getting viral hits." And with that one comment, Cardi set the internet on fire. Was she really just talking about the music industry in general? Or was this a sneaky jab at Megan's so-called flop? Fans are divided, but one thing's for sure. This friendship is looking shakier by the minute. The fan continued their argument, saying that an album released in autumn or winter wouldn't just have a harder time going viral, it would also earn fewer streams and sales. Plus, after 6 years of waiting, Cardi's album deserved a release date that would maximize its impact. That's when Cardi snapped back with a response that had everyone talking. She clapped back, saying, "Please tell me which album been doing good this summer since you got your degree and act like you effing know everything." And just like that, fans immediately caught the shade. Why? Because Megan's album was a summer release, and here comes Cardi, straight up saying that no summer album has done well. But Cardi wasn't about to let people twist her words. She quickly shut down the accusations, denying that she was coming for Megan. She fired back, saying, "Shady, what be? It's the effing truth. Albums are not performing as good in the summer as the ones dropping in the other seasons. The music traffic is insane. There's thousands of songs releasing, and you can barely get placement for more than 2 weeks because of so many dropping at a time. It's statistics. Unbend your wrist and think with your brain. Not everything is messy and shady, weirdo." But let's be real. Fans aren't buying it. They're convinced Cardi is just salty over the shade Megan threw at her in BoA, and this is her way of getting back at her. However, before jumping to conclusions, people need to keep an open mind. Cardi did deny throwing shade, and maybe she was just stating facts about the industry. But with the way things have been going between these two, it's getting harder and harder to believe that everything is just business. And let's be real, Cardi has never been the type to deny beef with someone. If she's got a problem with you, she'll make it known. She's never been shy about calling people out, so why would she start playing innocent now? Plus, not too long ago, Cardi and Megan were spotted linking up with Glorilla, and from the outside, it looked like they were having a good time. So, is this drama real, or is the internet just reaching? But fans aren't letting this slide. One person commented, "You can release an album in the summer, fall, spring, or winter, and if people actually like the songs, the album is going to do well." I think she's just making excuses because she knows she's not dropping anything anytime soon. That was definitely shady, and I hate when they try to backtrack. Another fan wasn't buying Cardi's explanation either, saying, "If you know Megan released an album this summer, why the heck would you say that, sis? Like, be for real." And honestly, put yourself in Megan's shoes for a second. If you and someone you considered a friend were in this situation, wouldn't you feel a type of way too? Even if Cardi didn't mean it that way, it's hard to ignore how messy it looks from the outside. So, what do y'all think? Was Cardi really shading Megan, or is this all just a misunderstanding? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Then get ready, because this next story is just as wild.